Silt-Saver is proud to present a case study of the Georgia Department of Transportation test site of the High Velocity Disc Check 24. This video case study covers a time period of December 2022 to June 2024. The installation of the High Velocity Disc Check along the Jefferson Memorial Highway US 1 in Georgia marks an important development for sediment control in channels. This project aimed to provide an effective low-maintenance solution to control runoff velocity, minimize sediment transport, and promote channel stabilization without the need for heavy equipment or extensive labor. The high-velocity ditch checks are available in two sizes, 24-foot trapezoidal and 14-foot V-ditch. The high-velocity ditch checks are pre-assembled and sold as a kit to ensure quality control and consistency of installation. The kit consists of a high-visibility green velocity restrictor sheet prefabricated with posts and attached skirt. The posts are attached to match the contour of the channel, nominally a 3-to-1 front slope and back slope. The skirt is used as a front water seal and a rear scour guard to prevent undermining and rear scouring. An additional rear scour guard extension is provided to further reduce channel scouring. Compression tubes filled with kiln-dried wood chips and compression stakes dissipate the initial force of the stormwater and sediment. This allows the green velocity restrictor sheet to act much like a level spreader to release the stormwater in a controlled manner. Silt-Saver high-velocity disc checks were installed on December 19, 2022. The Silt-Saver high-velocity disc checks shown in this video replaced 5 traditional fabric disc checks. Previous traditional disc checks failed twice and were replaced, leaving severe scouring in the ditch. Silt-Saver high-velocity disc checks were installed into the same ditch for testing. Soon after the installation, a 1.63-inch rain event occurred, causing the 10 remaining traditional disc checks to completely fail. These traditional disc checks were located up-channel of the Silt-Saver high-velocity disc checks. Despite the added stormwater volume from the 10 failed upstream traditional disc checks, the Silt-Saver high-velocity disc checks successfully slowed the velocity of the stormwater and then released it in a controlled manner. The following scenes are the monthly rainfall figures and corresponding photos. On April 18, 2023, Georgia Department of Transportation listed the high-velocity disc check as accepted. Silt-Saver continued to monitor the performance on the test site. Silt-Saver documented the process of removing sediment buildup from the high-visibility velocity restrictor sheet in a video filmed for the case study in June 2023. The traditional fabric check dams located up-channel repeatedly failed during the monitoring period. Due to these failures, the high-velocity disc check 24s were forced to handle a significantly increased volume of stormwater during rainfall events. In December 2023, Silt-Saver announced the documented results of 1 year on the GDOT project. After receiving 69.14 inches of stormwater by the end of December 2023, the high-velocity disc checks had achieved the stated goals of an effective and low-maintenance solution to control runoff velocity, minimize sediment transport, and promote channel stabilization without the need for heavy equipment or extensive labor. On June 7, 2024, Silt-Saver revisited the test site. This addendum documents the additional rainfall and conditions of the GDOT high-velocity disc check test site. The traditional fabric check dams located up-channel repeatedly failed during the monitoring period. Due to these failures, the high-velocity disc check 24s were forced to handle a significantly increased volume of stormwater during rainfall events. Natural vegetative growth was permitted to grow. By providing controlled stormwater flow in the channel, the high-velocity disc check 24s facilitates the establishment of vegetation within the channel. The following are pictures of the 4 high-velocity disc checks still performing the function of a check dam 18 months after installation. On June 7, 2024, the following observations were made. No structural repair has been needed, better performance than traditional methods of disc stormwater control. At no time during the test was heavy equipment needed. A total of 96.37 inches of rain was successfully controlled and released by the high-velocity disc check 24s. The high-velocity disc check 24s are continuing to be evaluated and approved in other states. In conclusion, the implementation of the high-velocity disc check along the Jefferson Memorial Highway US 1 proved to be a successful intervention. By leveraging innovative design and prefabricated components, the project effectively managed stormwater runoff while promoting vegetative establishment and reduced labor costs. This project stands as a model for future initiatives aimed at controlling runoff velocity and stabilizing channels in similar contexts.